Cowgirl Jesse's out helping me feed. We're gonna get them fed this morning, then turn them out on the pasture. Hey Zero. Got the jackrabbits out this morning, the quail, pigeons, mockingbirds. Had a beautiful day. So Jess and I were just talking about one of our sayings, and that is life's a struggle, so you might as well enjoy it anyway. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and show you a little bit of what it looks like when we're feeding these calves.
So you can tell which ones are the dominant ones as they run over here to be the first to the hay.
So this is oat hay. It's actually really nice oat hay. We feed this to the horses as well. So here's our number one cow. Now she's the youngest adult cow.
Her horns are
4 years
huge.
old. She's had, this is her second calf. And that's a little red heifer with the white face. So here comes one of the twins from last year. And this is Tubby. Tubby's our little half-breed. What I like about Tubby is that he's half Angus, so we're going to use him because some of these steers that we're raising in the future, we'd like to have a little more size to them. Here's our purebred Longhorn bull. This is one of our original cows. This is a black cow, the one we were talking about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She's still number 2. She's not number 1 any longer. This is the other little twin from last year. And here comes her mom. It's really rare for Longhorns to have twins. Out of the 30 years we've been raising Longhorns, this is the first set of twins we've ever had. It's really interesting. I actually have video of their birth. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and first calf came out, and I was like, oh, so far so good. And then a second calf came out. But the calves were like this. So when the first calf came out, they came out normal, head first, feet first. And the second calf, I thought I was going to have to help her with, came out backwards, which is really unusual to me to see that. And then, but the calves are not very big. They're like the size of a small border collie when they're first born. So that really helps in terms of their... I'm holding Jessica's coffee cup. She says she could hold it at the same time. Okay. All right, so let's go feed the calves. They're over here waiting for us. You might ask, why are they pushing and pulling the hay cart a quarter of a mile? And the answer to that is my good friend who is a tractor mechanic, Bob Aquino, who I've known all my life, just about, is repairing my Gator. Normally I have a 5-wheel Gator with a dump bed, John Deere, that we use, but he's been a little busy. It's all the farmers have got him out repairing his tractors, And I called him last week. I said, hey, are you dead? Are you still alive? What's up? And he laughed. He said, nah, I've just been really busy, and the big commercial farmers have got him tied up working on tractors because this is the 1st of May. And but he promised me he was going to get over here. I mean, literally, it's a fuel pump and the accelerator cable, but he has the parts. So I'm kind of stuck until he gets back over here. But we're friends, so I'm kind of cutting him some slack. But I would like to have my Gator back. But the good news is I got Jessica to help me push the carts around. And you can kind of see the way the ranch is laid out. We're right at the base of the southern range of foothills in South Santa Clara County, San Martin, and we're kind of nestled right into it. So it's easy to push the cart downhill. It's a little harder to push it uphill, but it keeps us in shape. So I'm not complaining. I'm embracing the workout. Here's our babies. That's good enough. It is the 1st of May, and this is day 7 of Jessie the Cowgirl's boot camp. So these D-rings right here that are built into the saddle skirt are what we fasten the breast collar on. As I buckle the breast collar, I want this to fit right in the center, and it should stay above the point of the shoulder. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So the right side of the saddle are the anchor adjustments, and then what we do, we'll bring the breast collar over like this. You want to walk around this way. So when we secure the breast collar and we're unsaddling our horse, what I'll do is I'll just buckle it on the stirrup like this. Just take a little half buckle, like that. And that way it stays up off the ground, I'm not dragging it. So then we unbuckle here, and your breast collar is the last thing you put on. So it's front cinch, back cinch if you have one, and then your breast collar. So first thing on, last thing off, last thing on, first thing off. So as I adjust the breast collar, then it has an anchor point underneath, and there's a D-ring on our cinch, so I'll go to the front D-ring, and I'll go ahead and buckle that. Okay, you can see that right there. And there's an adjustment right here, so if I want to make that longer or shorter, I can do that. But this fits them pretty well, so. Snug up our cinch and get our bridles. So you can see that as the saddle will naturally work back on a horse, particularly when we're going up the hill, okay, the breast collar will stop the saddle from moving back. And then if for some reason the cinch was loose and somebody was starting to lose their balance, or the horse spooked and the saddle would start to slip, because of these two anchor points on either side of the horse, it would prevent the saddle from going much farther than about right here. Without a breast collar, and if a cinch came undone, for example, somebody forgot to buckle it, and you're riding along and all of a sudden it's looser, 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 the horse jumps, or you start adding speed and the saddle slips off the wither and breaks off, it would just keep going and the rider would go to the ground. And that's, the hardest thing about riding is the ground when you hit it. So we don't want that to happen. We are up on the hillside, and the purple lupin is just absolutely beautiful. Kind of gives you a view of the valley overlooking the ranch. These are our Calera walnuts. These are black walnut trees. They're native to the area. And then right here, it's kind of a special tree. It's always been one of my favorite trees. This is a Buckeye tree, and it's the first tree of the year to leaf out and bloom. And then about mid-July, it drops all its leaves, and there's a big round seed pod, and the only way the seeds germinate is with fire. So it takes a long time for these Buckeye trees to expand into a grove. But this particular tree, the kids used to come up here and they would hide messages in like little glass bottles. You remember that, Jess? Mm-hmm. Would you tell that story?
Yeah, me and Kat came up here one time, just like bored and had an idea to write a message and leave it for somebody to find. And there's like a little hole in between the ground and the tree, and we just stuck it right in there, and I guess somebody found it because we went back a couple of weeks later, it was gone. So
yeah, either that or the ground squirrels moved it.
Yeah.
And you remember what else was special about this tree?
Yeah, so my sister got married in 2016, and one of her friends drew this tree for her, and Catherine was able to incorporate it into her wedding by, I believe, having all the guests put their thumb on like a green stamp pad and putting it on the tree as if it were like leaves on the Buckeye tree.
And then they signed it.
Yeah, and they signed it.
And then we had it framed, remember?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was a very special memento. But we'll check back on the Buckeye tree, and it's just now starting to bloom, but the flowers are spectacular here in the next couple weeks. Okay, so I'm going to introduce a new exercise that we teach our entry-level riders, and this is to help them coordinate their lower leg. So think of the rider's leg. Okay, Jess, so show me your hip. Show me your hip. From the hip through the thigh belongs to the rider. From the knee through the bottom of the heel, back of the heel, belongs to the horse, okay? So the rider's seat is from the knee up, and then the rider communicates to the horse from the knee down. The legs has three components: the hip through the thigh, the knee through the calf, the ankle through the foot. All three joints have the ability to rotate, okay? So what we're gonna ask Jessica to do is this is a lower leg exercise. It takes a while for a rider's leg to become coordinated so that they can cue the horse successfully with clarity of intent. So Jay, go ahead and now sit, look at me. Bring your heel back.
With stirrups or no?
Without stirrups. Okay, we're gonna do a 10 count. Put your hand where it's supposed to be. Okay, like you're riding, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your heel underneath your back D-ring. Okay, ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your reins. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's a little ditty that we teach our kids when they learn how to ride. And it goes like this. Toes up, heels down, knees out, arms straight, chin up, waddle like a duck, quack, quack, quack. Okay, here we go. We're gonna pick it up again. And on your count, go ahead.
1, 2, oh, ow, oh my God, ow, ow. That is terrible.
Let's go, come on.
I don't know why.
Toes up,
so bad.
let's go. Okay, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right.
Ow. Jeez,
Okay, I think 7 days in a row is starting to catch up with us, but we'll carry on because we're tough. And Brights never give up. Jessica, what's our family's motto?
Never give up.
Yeah, that's right. And I put it up high on the top of the arena entrance so that I have to look up to read it. Ready for what?
Tory's birthday party.
Why?
Because my little precious doggo only turns 2 once.
So you're gonna do a birthday party?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna get balloons. I think Lauren's making brownies. It's gonna be awesome.
So is she coming over?
Yeah, this afternoon, like
Okay.
early, like
Alright.
probably an hour or so.
So what is it that you have to get ready for? What's that mean?
I have to take a shower. I have to do my makeup, my hair, get dressed.
How long does that take?
Like an hour and a half.
Here we got Jay down in the round pen working with Sundance. And we got the troops arriving. This is my daughter Lauren and our 2 grandchildren. Hey, wow.
Hello there.
That's pretty fancy.
Oh,
Hi, girls. Hi. Hi, Riley. Riley asleep? Hi, Riley. Hi. Wow.
how's it going?
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
I understand you guys are coming over for a little Tory birthday party.
Tory birthday party and brownie making. Oh,
And the baby's awake. Okay, so this is your second time working with her in the round pen. How'd it go?
Good. It went as smooth as it could. She totally listened and was obedient. She's a good girl.
Well, cool.
Yeah, she did try to contest me a little by changing direction on her own, but I corrected that. And then she stopped contesting me.
Would you go over there and check on the water real quick?
Yeah.
See if I need to fill that yellow barrel up. Look at what we have here. We got Sundance following Jessica around. You can stand there with her while she's drinking.
Yeah, I was earlier too.
So, which is nice when a horse puts their head down like that while you're with them as they're drinking. That means they feel comfortable with you and confident that you'll be keeping a lookout for them.